ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ jùmọ̀ kọ orin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwa ni ògo adúláwọ̀.
Well, it's a sad day, a very sad day for so many things happening around us. So many sad things. Sad here, sad there, sad everywhere. A very good evening to people who are not in Nigeria, people who are in Oduduwa land, people who are somewhere safe. Because to me now, I'm sure you know that. I was thinking the masses are not safe. But now I realize one thing. Even the government is not safe. Even the government is not safe. Even the president is not safe. Even the ministers are worried. Start worried. The legislators, the House of Rep, the House of the Senate, the House of Assembly, even the military base is not safe. Nobody is safe. The only way you're safe is if you're not in Nigeria. So the earlier we exit Nigeria and have our own place, our own security and our own everything, guys, you cannot put your hand to your chest and say I can sleep with my two eyes closed. If armed robbers can go to the official resident of the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I remember a connect came and said, Nigerian military are very good. Nigerian military can do it. The sovereignty is at stake. The sovereignty is being messed up. We need to do something about it. We need to crush them. We need to fight them. We need to stop them before they do anything. How can you stop the problem you create? You might stop them at the end of the day, but you have to fight hard. The Western world created Osama bin Laden, and it becomes a problem to them. And Buhari and his gang created Boko Haram, bandits, and all the terrorists. And even their elites are now a part of it. They're big elites. I don't know. I don't want to keep Baba Ajala waiting too long because Baba Ajala is in the house tonight. I don't want to keep him waiting too long. We're going to have a little bit of deliberation, and then maybe about half an hour deliberation. We're going to open the line. If we have to be here till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, so be it. Because tonight, I have some good news for you. Forget about all the bad news that is happening in location 9. We cannot say something right. Because if they can go to ASO ROCK, it means they can go to anybody's house. The only house they cannot go to is people that can stand very well on the sheshe, like Sunday Igboho and some few ones. Those are the houses they can't get inside. Oshibagi must have been in ASO ROCK when they went there. What did he do? Nothing. A professor. Gambari Professor Ron is not comfortable in ASO ROCK again. We know what these people are up to, but thank God they have failed woefully. They have what? Failed very badly. They have failed. So if there's any other language I can use from apart from badly, I will use it. Yes, brother, whatever anybody sow, what a man sow, that is what is going to reap. Let's bring Baba in, let's deliberate, and then later on we go back and find out exactly what is wrong here and there, that things have been so messed up in our dear beloved used to be country. And let me tell you one thing. There's a post I saw in London today. There's one idiot in London that posted something today. He said, better Naija. How can Naija be better? His father doesn't live there. His mother doesn't live there. His children doesn't live there. And he's saying better Naija. He's saying the mindless agitators. This is what the guy wrote. Mindless agitators. Femi. He says mindless agitators. How idiocy this man is. How stupid he is. So if Naija could be better, why can't you go there and make it better? Go and spend 6 months there and come back and tell me Naija could be better. If you're still in England, living comfortable in your own house, and you're telling me better Naija. Better. Look at your mouth. Better Naija. It's a shame you're my friend. I would have called you a dog. Because if you're not my friend, I will call you a dog. These people want to be popular. They want to go and embezzle money. They want to promote these people until maybe they can get there. And the gang sitting together. Ha! Shame on these people. You left Nigeria 20, 30 years ago, and you're here. You don't go back there. Your parents are not there. Your children are not there. All your siblings are not there. So what do you know about Niger? That you're talking about Niger? These people are silly ass. Silly people. But I don't want to go there tonight. I don't want to be wind up by some idiots who call themselves educated. If you go to the school you finish at, African Church Grammar School, Abeokuta, you go there today, you will find out they don't even have a library. And you're telling me better Naija. What's better? These are the people, this is how some silly people in Nigeria, in Oduduwa land, promote some few things above some few things. Okay, let me see. Did I have Oliver Twist there again? Okay. God bless you, Daddy. I thought you all live a twist. So how could he ever be better? When Dangote Sanusi will bring truck full of ammunition into the country and nobody check it? And you guys, common people, bring anything in. They just... If a man can own a pot to himself, to his business, so where's the level playing ground? If they can open the border for him when the border is closed for everybody, where's the level playing ground? Yes, double standard you call it, bro, and it's real double standard. Anyway, Baba is there. I don't want to keep him waiting. Baba, ekale ma binu si mi. Ṣé dáadáa lẹ wà gbogbo ní kọsà ekale sa.
Ekale o kujo meta mo kí gbogbo yín tẹ́ ní gbogbo àgbáyé, from Brazil to Mexico, from Mexico to the Caribbeans, to Europe, to the Americas, India, China, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and our homeland, Yoruba land, that is currently trapped into Nigeria. Okay, Boboyi.
Baba Jala is a regular on this one. When it comes, I can lecture ni. Unfortunately, tonight is not going to be a lot of lecture, and the reason there's not going to be a lot of lecture is because we want to make it very, very interactive. And Baba is going to work tomorrow. Baba is a able man, very, very able, very, very able. He once said to me, he won't sit down at home, because when you sit down at home, your brain sleeps. And you can see the advantage of him not sitting down at home is brain. This old man brain didn't sleep. If you want to call him anything, he's an old man. Baba Jala is an old man. He's in his 70s, mid 70s. So, and he still work. He still have all this knowledge, all his wisdom. Guys, you need to give him a thumb up. Just type on the chat, up Alex, up Alex, up Alex, because his name is Alex Ajala. Just type up Alex, up Alex, up Alex, up Baba Ajala, up Alex Ajala, up Alex Ajala, because he deserves it. He brings so much knowledge, joy, wisdom to my life every time I'm sitting next to this man. Stupid COVID is keeping us so much apart, but every time I see him, I want him to talk, because I want to learn. I want to put in more ideas into my brain. Baba, well done, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for all these descriptions. I really don't deserve it. It is in the part, it's in the foot of Olodumare, who has inspired all of us to work towards a common goal, the dissolution of Nigeria as it is, so that our people can be free to start to develop according to their dreams, their wisdom, their knowledge, and their power. That's what we want. So that the rest of the world will now again see the glory of the Yoruba race, that they are all studying in secret parts. In all countries of the world, the Yoruba race is studied, particularly our religion, Ifa, Orisha. It's a scientific process. Most people don't know. Our Takawe, Tarobagmo, Amang, Benin Kondudu, Koiche Kondudu. Ní àárín àwọn ìbò àtàwọn Russians, Israelis tó ń kọ́ wa tó ń kọ́ nípa wa, wọn pè ní kan dúdú. Àdábáyé ìmọ̀ ni, àdábáyé ìmọ̀ àti ẹ̀sìn ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, please, just a minute. Can you?
Okay, 1 minute, Daddy. Yeah. Okay, before Baba comes back, I want to tell you one thing that is very, very important. And what did I want to tell you? Ní agbára Ọlọ́run, gbogbo ọwọ́ tí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ bá gbé báyìí, ara ẹ̀ ló máa fi nà. Gbogbo ọwọ́ tí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ bá gbé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá, ara wọn náà máa fi nà. Go and bring as many guns as you like. You think this is NSAS? You think this is the era of NSAS? NSAS is for Nigerian youth. This is for Yoruba youth. Miles apart. Nigerian youth, they're dealing with Western culture. Gone are the days when Yoruba youth are dealing with Western culture. Now Yoruba youth, including people like me and you, are not dealing with Western culture anymore. We've gone back home. We've gone back to our root. And one lale lama fija. Baba is back with us. So let's bring Baba in back, and then Baba can continue. Baba, welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much. Back again, and I mentioned that we really are on the threshold of emerging as a great new nation. Emerging as a great new nation. And when that happens, the rest of the world will stoop to conquer. The rest of the world will bow. It will not take us more than 6 years, or even 5, to make the world start to come home to our people, to work with us. And most of us in Europe who glorify in diaspora, which I sometimes regret. I think it's like a lost race. There's no pride in it. Our homeland shall emerge from the dissolution of the amalgam. Things are happening. I will not say I'm not aware of it. It's been happening for a long time, but the most advertised and mentioned recently was this incident in Okitopa. It happens to be one of the places I lived when I was a little boy and schooled in one of their small towns called Irele. We had the Ebute where our boat landed, and then we had to take the local taxi to our new residence. In Akutupa, the army barracks was beset by a horde of persons of no proper description, sent down to take hold of that army barracks, about 4,000. We understand 37 trucks brought them down. What's their purpose? Is to make those army officers in those barracks useless. Because recently we heard that the presidency claimed that some people want to topple the government. I would say he is the one planning to topple the government. It's just a scenario of what happened when Shagari was quietly removed from government. Planned action. Some of my people say he was not in the know. He was on the planning stage. Then he will stand back and pretend that he's been invited to save the nation that is crumbling. What nation crumbling? Is it really a nation in the first place? I've said it. Please, you listeners, never ever call Nigeria a nation. Either you are using Yoruba nation pé orílẹ̀-èdè, kò ń ṣe orílẹ̀-èdè o ẹjọ́. Ibi tí wọ́n ń pè lórílẹ̀-èdè ni tí gbogbo wọn bá ń sọ èdè kan náà. Tọ́lẹ̀ ní pé orísun kan náà ti jáde, ancestral origin náà ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó yẹ pé irú aṣọ kan náà ni wọ́n ń wọ̀. Bọ́n ṣe ń so oúnjẹ bákan náà ni láti òkè délẹ̀. láti gúúsù àtàríwá ìlú tiwọn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n ṣe ń ṣègbéyàwó, wọ́n ṣe ń sìnkú, wọ́n ṣe ń sọmọ lórúkọ. Àwọn èèyàn tó bá jẹ́ kan náà là ń pè ní nation tàbí orílẹ̀-èdè. Ẹ má jẹ́ àgbàgbé. And that's why we want to emerge out of that contraption. Ibi tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwa Yorùbá bára wa. Yorùbá pọ̀ ní àgbáyé. Mo ti sọ níbẹ̀rẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo Yorùbá tó wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé, from Brazil to Cuba to the Caribbean islands to Mexico to Europe, even Iceland, all countries of Europe, Russia, Israel, and even Saudi Arabia. Virtually, there's no country you won't find a Yoruba person. I'm calling to the souls and minds of every one of you to remember that you have a homeland that you all come back to, and that is Yoruba land, bulk of which is currently trapped in Nigeria. The maelstrom that has been blowing will not blow evil into our Yoruba land. We will emerge quietly out of it. Even though we are going to have a little bit of season left, right, and center, we will have revelations of people trying to or attempting to destroy our land, but they will not be able to do it. Because at the end of the day, they will discard everything they've brought and walk back home to where they've come. And I don't want to really bring out everything we can, but the truth is that they are going to walk back home to their part of the country. Ṣé màálù tán kó wá ní tán fi ń tán gbogbo àgbáyé jẹ pé àwọn wábi tán máa ti sin màálù? Do you rear cattle in the forest? I understand you rear cattle in the grassland, for which is so much abundant in their own area of the country. The Northern Protectorate of Nigeria, that land is able to take to give occupancy to 18 times all the cattle in Nigeria and West Africa, and there will still be land for agriculture if properly managed. What are we talking about? This man came up and was talking about Ruga. Their intention had been slated a long time ago, from between 1804 and 1807, by their great-grandfather, Usman Fodio, passed on the mantle to Muhammad Bello, who is incidentally asked of Hugh Clapperton, a British explorer who came in the guise of Rais Abdullah. That was the pseudonym used in arriving at Sokoto and Bodo. He bore the name of an Arab so as to be able to pass through, because they are vicious people. They don't count human beings, they count cattle. They use it as cannon fodders to take over other people's land. They've been doing that throughout West Africa. And now they find Nigeria as the soft spot, taking advantage of the kindness and the humaneness of our people, the Muslim members of our community who are Yorubas. That's what they are using to fool us. I think our people will be the wiser now to see that the so-called Muslim brothers are not really Muslim brothers. In fact, they don't worship the same way. They don't share the same kind of worship. Neither do they allow their imams to cross-pray for each other. And that's the truth. No one of our people, our lovely Muslim brothers and sisters. I have 70% of my friends are Muslims, Southern Muslims, I would say, and maybe a trickle of some of them who happen to come from the high class of the Northern Muslims, like the Sultan of Sokoto's son, the late Sultan of Sokoto with a friend, and some others like Dan Fulani from Kano, or Professor Borodo. But I know I talk to them at an arm's length. Tell this truth to them. They don't deny it. Or even the late the Emir of Kano, Adobayero, who happens to have known me but not seen me, but knows my voice, knows my writing, about the fact that we should collectively dissolve the amalgam so that each one should go and start developing according to his own wish, according to his own power and vision for the future, taking hold of what it is now and examining what it was before, so as to create a new picture of a living for each other. After all, they are one of their leaders in 1951 in his book, Abubakar, a Fine Gentleman, written by Clever Clark, on page 151 of the ASO. He had actually mentioned what I'm saying, that it is better for each one of us to go our different ways so that we can develop more efficiently. That place was just a creation. And that creation, it did not really define properly. It's just a trading post. And before the traders settled down, our people from the start started talking about nationalism. And we just sad. Where did that nationalism lead us? This chaos, this continuous bloodletting, continuous and inimical distrust, continuous hunger. I phoned home today. I phoned from Lagos to Akoko and Awukure and all that. The cry is that we are hungry. We can't go to the farms. These food animal raiders are preventing people from going to the farms. We shall not allow it to continue, or else we will have a very great crisis in our hands. Millions of our people, I would say, are going to bed today hungry. Is that what we will hold on to in the name of one silly political arrangement? We have enough of this political association. We no longer want to be part of it. It's a fraud. Akinde saw this too before he left. Gracious man, gentleman, Akinde, famous lawyer. He said in one of his articles, he said Nigeria is a fraud. It's not me just saying it. Even from the north, Dati Ahmed said in the year 2000 when the Kaduna horrors started, said, let us separate and see who is going to suffer. He was daring us, but us, I wondered when I mentioned it to some of our leaders, what are you doing? Can't you see the goading that these people have been giving us? Anga Abdullah also said it. It's in my blog. This Johnson, I would say, I'm also on a radio channel, Radio 1, Cleveland Radio 1, online. If you type in cleveland.com, you find me there on Radio 1. I've just started some of the broadcasts which I want to share to reach out to the wider community. And if you go on my Facebook, my name there on his Facebook is Oluwole Foriti Ajala. You see all the postings, and one gracious pastor, Dr. Gbeide, had challenged that dissolution is not the solution, that we should continue to look for an imaginary, credible person to lead the country. I don't know where we're going to find that. Dr. Gbeide, the Reverend gentleman, if you are listening to me, I didn't have time to give a text reply to what you said on my blog. But I want you to think deep. How long are we going to look for a credible person to lead Nigeria right? What Nigeria in the first place? You happen to be in Europe. Why we not at home? Me too. Is it not because that place is just a fraud? It's a trading post. Even when it was amalgamated, it was not properly amalgamated. There was no single government. Each area still ran its own government. All that why they were interested because they came to trade. It's about the process of trade to get enough money to pay off what was owed to the home government. And because of what happened in South Africa, 250 million pound reparation money after the Boer War, that was what occasioned the amalgamation of Nigeria. Like I said, it was not, it was in part, and it was supposed to be a temporary affair. But our people, it still beats my mind. Growing up and hear people saying, not before the Nigerian nationalism, the NCNC standing up, and each time they want to have their national convention, they go to the north. But I've never seen any time the Northern Nigeria Progressive Party, NPC, Northern People's Party, that's the name, and Northern People's Congress, NPC of the past. Sorry, there are so many names have changed over the years. At one time it was NPN. But at that origin, none of them came to either Ibadan or Enugu for their convention. That should speak volumes to our people. Those of us who are so highly intellectual. But I'm sorry, should not be offended. The wisdom was not there to think, what are we doing in the north? And that was one of the sad things about Macaulay experience on the last day he spent in Kaduna, May 6, 1946, when he fell ill and came back and passed on to the higher memories on May 9. They were campaigning for one Nigeria. They were campaigning for Nigerian nationality, Nigerian freedom. And who were there with them? Only Southerners who have sojourned to work in the north. That should speak volumes to them. That should speak volumes to whoever had contrived this continuous association in a political fraud. It is political fraud. Toying with the lives of young men and women. When I was growing, my school library, Adigun Grammar School, I had almost 10,000 volumes of books. My gracious host mentioned about some schools not having any library, any books. Even some universities don't have journals, international journals that are supposed to be weekly circulated among students. What you have is that a few of the lecturers who have friends overseas get some of these magazines, the journals, and then they make copies. You go and buy your printed out copies or fast copies, or this ones, Xerox ones. Is that the life we want to continue to live? Is that the life some of us will think that it is right to subsume our future in trying to protect a place that was never created by our forefathers? I'll pause at this point. Thank you for all listening. Because I said earlier, I don't want to speak only in Yoruba. When it comes, I do. But I want the rest of the world to hear what I'm saying so that they can feel our pain. Because most of them think that Nigeria is a strategic country in Africa. It is not a strategic country in Africa. It is not. I can prove it 10,000 times over. It's destroying the lives of our young men and women, even right from the little child that's just been born today. If it still bears the name of Nigeria, of which we are still now, there's no certain future for them.
Wow. Baba, I want to thank you very much for the explanation. And the way things are, this is a man-made problem for us. Man-made problem. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I said it's a man-made problem for us.
Yeah, because we ignore the facts. We ignore the facts. It's stared in our face. Professor Banja Kite talking to me said, when they were given a free, they were given the freedom to have self-rule in 1957, they celebrated very widely. And Awolowo brought some young Africans who were singing in Yoruba back home to celebrate Western region's self-rule. Then I said quickly to Prof, they were singing in Yoruba, not in Igbo, not in Hausa. That should have informed us that these young people, let us have a nation for them. That is Yoruba nation in 1957. But no, we're thinking big. Bringing in, it's like you're cooking a soup of egusi and you're bringing cocoyam and putting it into it. That's the way I kind of look at it. How would that work?
It won't work, sir.
I'm not saddened because it's a learning curve for the Yoruba race. It's deemed spiritually to be a dying race, but we are waking it up. We are not going to die. We are going to re-evolve again. We shall not be under the armpit of anyone. Neither are we going to suppress anyone because we want everybody to walk tall around us, so that the world will be watching us and will also be acknowledging that these people have come back again. They know of us. We have just been sleeping. We've been sleeping. And we've been willfully blind to who we are. It's not that Benpe Afigi, Bale, Oju, and it's all not foolishness. You can't be seen. Why can't you use one single broomstick to cover your face and say you are not alone? Yet, I will quote one site that I want everybody, if you like. Yoruba, there's a website. I want you to check it out. See how revered our people are. And many other text materials worldwide, but this particular one, I want you to check it out. It is Yoruba Organization, it's one word.
With his Z spelling.
YorubaOrganization.com. Check it out tonight. We are the people who are called Eniyan. And Eniyan are the people with the voice. I want to know Toman Soro di odidi. Toman Soro di nkan ton ba fe. It's just like what is in the Bible. In the beginning, in John 1, in the beginning was the Word. The rest of it, you know. We are the children of the Word. That's why we can do everything that the Lord Almighty has given us that position. Can. And that is why we are the most studied people worldwide, particular religion. Are we going to lose it and bury it under the umbrella of a Nigeria that has no meaning to us? No, we pretend that it has a meaning. Niger. I just look at my fellow men and women when they eulogize about Niger in the midst of suffering. I illustrate. Niger, Lagos has no electricity. Niger, Lagos now has no effective transport.
Mega city. They call it mega city, Baba. think someone is playing with Baba's phone there. Someone must have been calling him. Okay, I think he's back. Baba, somebody
Yes.
was calling it a mega city, Lagos mega city. How can it be mega? How can it be called city when there's no road, when there's no water, when there's no light?
No, he's right. He's right. So that we can see the picture of the mess, a mega city that is it's a big slum in the midst of beautiful houses put into estates and living in prison yards called homes. It's a mega city. 21 million plus. It is one of the biggest cities in the world. But and up to now, Lagos don't have metro line. It's been suppressed. Fashola, I think it was the 29th or 28th of November 2000, was almost crying on the television program saying that it's not allowed to go forward because the Committee on Transport, which unfortunately he did not know that there are Upoderas of Northerners in that Committee of Transport. They put their faith, they did not approve. He's bringing in all the resources that he needs to complete it. That railway is still there. It's a shame on me too because I'm in the railway. We used to go to railway conferences. By the time it was started, there was one railway conference in 2010 when we were boasting, myself and my colleague, Mr. Adeyemo. He and myself, we were boasting to other colleagues that, look, we are starting a metro line and we are going to emerge into the world of metro cities. And the first line is already, they've dug the foundation and then they're starting to build it up. By 2011 or so, or 2012, it will be up and running. And other lines that are scheduled to be built, we were estimating that by 2020, they will be ready. Where are we now? Each time I go to this conference, they will say, where are your lines working? Can we come and invest in them? It's a shame on me. Because I'm traveling to a Nigeria that does not care about me, care about my cities, that care about. You remember, too, some of you will remember, Odu Investment almost about 40 years ago proposed that they want to start building railways. Federal government said no, it is it's on an exclusive list, and that is a region or a company cannot start building railway in Nigeria. It is for the federal government. Then they quickly drew some lines, some straight lines. We are going to build one railway from Lagos to Ibadan to Kano and so on. Then I look at it. Is that single line that is going to cover and bring rapid economic development to the single line? And then another one from the east through Port Harcourt and on. And then I look at the whole map of Nigeria. Go and open this map. Is that what is called development? Now some of you will be proud of there's one railway now running from Lagos to Ibadan. What type of railway? Schedule 4 times a day. Is that really?
That's what we get 4 times an hour in London to Manchester, 4 times an hour.
And one of my gentlemen I happen to know happened to be the general manager of Nigerian Railway up during the Obasanjo era and up to through the time of Jonathan. They were proud to have carried 4 million passengers in the whole year. Central Line here in London carries more than 4 million passengers a day. I'm sorry. I'm trying to reach out to the minds and souls of our people. Wake up. Nigeria has nothing to give you. Wake up. Wake up. There's no pride in calling yourself Niger or Mogidi. What Gidi?
Or calling yourself Better Niger. Like Femi was saying, better Niger.
I'm sorry. I'm very blunt about what I'm saying. We need to wake up to reality. We need to quickly, we should not allow, you see, 2023 is an albatross on us. If we arrive at that, then we are dead. We should not arrive at 2023 with Nigeria. We should be out of it. And then the other persons go their separate ways. That's why I explained to Adebayo, I keep on mentioning it. They know that fact. Everybody knows that fact. But because some of people are so scared of telling the truth, they lie through their nose. Not even through their not through their mouth. Through their nose and ears. And with closed eyes. It is not good. See the truth, say it. Because humanity is waiting for you to emerge as a great people. Not as Nigerians, but as separate people who know what they want, developing rapidly, using the essence of scientific development. Most of your young men and women are exhibiting in Europe and America. We excel almost everywhere. There's a pride that in America we excel so much that it's recognized at government level. But what of in our homeland? Where are we? I remember two gentlemen from, I believe if you are listening, I remember them very clearly. They offered to give their service 2 years of telecommunication engineering services to the federal government during the time of Abacha. They worked with BT. I was there too, officer there. 2 years free of charge. They were rejected. All because of why? They are Yorubas. There are several times. I can start listening to you if you want. There was a time the federal government wanted to have an expert in timber conversion, value-added timber industry, starting from the Ilé and Forestry Research Institute. You know what the federal government went? They are in control, the Fulani people. They went to Finland. They remember all of them. I've mentioned a few. There are so many things that has happened that we as Yorubas ignored. We shouldn't. They went to Finland to talk to one of the timber forestry experts. They said, "You are from Nigeria?" "Oh, I have a friend. I think he's in your Institute of Forestry in one place in Ibadan. He's my teacher. He's the best in the world. Why can't you use him?" "No, we want you. We want you." There are several examples. During the, I think that was the census of 1971. They again went to the United Nations. They wanted a demographer, an astute and very known demographer. They were told there was one, Professor Bayo Filani in University of Ibadan, who would do the job better because he's on the ground, he knows what should be done. They refused. Do you want me to mention more? And we all keep quiet.
àìlè sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà ni bàbá àìlè sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń dákẹ́ comfort àbí àwọn sọ náà ni wàhálà.
I'm happy that I have got people, not I would say me and the rest listening to me, we are one. Ìkan náà ni wá. Èèyàn mi ni gbogbo yín. Pé mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ látẹnu yín mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ jáde. It's not me. It's for all of us. It's the truth that it be open. Some of you know what I'm talking about. We should open it up. We can no longer continue this type of life. Like I said, people are hungry back home. If we don't act soon, there'll be a spate of famine and people stealing pots of soup when the person cooking turns his back. It's happened before. We don't want it to happen again. We don't need Nigeria to survive. If the Yoruba race is even just 5 million, we don't need Nigeria to survive. There are countries less than 5 million and they're Denmark and other places, Liechtenstein, Montserrat, they are all less than 5 million. The external countries, they are barely up to 10 million each. They are centers of learning, centers of industry. So I think Estonia controls internet connectivity worldwide. It's a small country. It emerged from Soviet Union. As mighty as Soviet Union is, with all its armament and its strength, with all the rockets and nuclear power,
they let them go.
No. And now you have in Soviet Union, of the old Soviet Union, have 15 new countries. What is in us that we are hesitating? Let us have the referendum and let everybody go its own way. Let us start, and then we have a common free trade agreement amongst ourselves. That's not a bad thing. If you still have something to sell to me, then we have an agreement on what to buy from you. Yes. It's not a strange thing to do. It is the aim thing to do. And that will save Africa, starting from Nigeria. On that point, there'll be more discussions on Africa, colonization, 1884, and the future of the African continent. If we don't address this now, Ali Mazrui, late Ali Mazrui, a sociologist, had an opinion that we should have a geo-ethno-political reconstruction of Africa. A lot of people ignored it. Late Ali Mazrui from, I think from Tanzania. He was berated by the politicians, but he was telling the truth. And that truth has not disappeared even in his death. I'm carrying it forward. And more of us are going to carry it forward till we find an answer to the mess we've put ourselves in Africa. We have all the resources. There was this young girl who was eulogizing about all his qualifications and then started reeling out all the amount of wealth that Africa has. But she forgot one thing: the people. You could have the same amount of wealth in Antarctica. There are human beings there. Mentioning the amount of wealth we have in Africa without the reference to the people. Look at the Congo, that has almost the bulk of all the gold now in the world. You see, go there, there are no roads linking the capital to the next biggest city. Is that the kind of Africa we want to live in? That is, created countries that we didn't have hands in creating, and we deliberately ignore the fact that we should uncreate them? Or is it that we love suffering? And then some of us will say, oh, the white men, the Chinese, they come and take our gold and so on. I said, they come to take the gold because you open your eyes and use one finger to cover your face. I do not think properly about how to position yourself on your property. You let somebody to walk roughshod into your home and take your property and they'll complain. Did you fold your hand behind? Did they fold your hands behind? No. Why can't you make the rules? You can, you have the right, because if you say no to the property, look at Botswana. The diamonds that are mined there are caught in Botswana. Because the white people, the wise men there, they don't have 10 PhDs, but they are wise. What did they do? They signed agreement with ABI, all diamonds. And some of the diamonds experts are young men and women of Botswana extractors, black people. That's what we want to see. Controlling the resources and the economy of the world. Not just providing the raw material and you sit back because you get a few millions, when you should be getting trillions. You get a few millions, you are happy, you start dancing, you call the biggest party in the world. Is that what we should continue to do? I'm sorry, that that area of discussion will come another time because I get prepared and list down because it is an ISO. It starts from Yoruba land and Nigeria. When we get out, the eyes of the world, the eyes of the African will open. True. And know what to do.
True. Thank you very much, Baba. I really appreciate your contribution. Guys, if you cannot share this on Ledinho, if you cannot let that very part go viral on Ledinho, I will try and cut it to small pieces tomorrow and I will push it out onto WhatsApp. Because this needs to, people need to know. True. The train from London to Manchester, train from London to Portsmouth is about 3 or 4 times an hour. But they gave us Lagos Ibadan 4 times a day. Hey! And look at the train. The 1960 train, they brought it for us. And they said it has air conditioning. I'm sure if Nigeria wants to do television for us today, they won't even be able to match what Heritage is producing, sir. They will give us a Facebook Live and call it television. I think the reason is that there are so many of us that settle for less. Baba, maybe that is the case. So many of us, we don't aspire to go better. When we get somewhere, we just sit down there, break it there. We don't want something better.
Yeah, I agree with you because I hear from my peers and some. It's a sin against your own personal soul when you say kò kàn mí mọ́. Mo ti dàgbà fi sílẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọdé, àwọn ọmọ wa máa ṣe. It's a sin against your soul, against the children to come, and against the soul of the departed. That's what they are asking in high heavens. Are you going to leave yourself in this mess? We have lived over 10,000 years. Are you going to just be extinguished from the face of the earth in the pretense that you are Nigerians? No, I refuse to accept that because Olódùmarè ò ní ká dà bẹ́ẹ̀. You look at the Yoruba religion, we believe in one God. We are not idol worshippers as you are made to believe. We believe in the sanctity of our great Lord, the signs that He has given us, the signs that people are still wondering how to prove it. Every day, currently the science of physics is being toppled by the new development that has occurred in the last few months. So nothing is permanent. But we refuse to. We sit back. A lot of people are change you. What of the rest? It's collective thing that Awolowo did. I still praise our great leader for that. He was able to turn Western region to an appreciated area, not envy, an appreciated area of Africa, a black race, that people came to look at what we were doing, including education, agriculture, health service, name it. Other people came, even from Europe,
from Singapore,
from Asia. The Singaporeans came, the Indonesians came. They came, they got our seeds, palm kernel seeds. We were multiplying it in it was formerly West African Oil Palm Research. Why for? and then became knife from when it became Nigeria when Ghana had got independence. So it cut down the name, and then we now held to it. And one of the biggest research stations was in Ebonika near Bini. Some of us, I'm talking now, if you are listening, you have worked there. They were doing wonderfully well, developing new seeds so that these farmers will not have to climb the tall palm tree. They're developing stunted trees, but very fertile ones, so that you can just stand by it and then pluck it down with a long curved knife, standing without climbing it. That was developed by our people, taken to Indonesia, taken to Malaysia. At some point, the largest export of Malaysia and the largest contributor to its national GDP was oil palm. What are we in Nigeria now? Most of our oil palm farms are dead. Our cocoa farms, most of them are dead. We should revive them. They could be revived.
Can I ask you a question? Is this all the fault of the government or some of our people themselves? Because when they see something thriving, they want to bastardize it. Because even I had some few things over the weekend, how in the early 90s, in the late 1800s, in the early 1900s, that people were bastardizing our own traditional thing and giving it to what the white man brought to us, whereas they've actually said in 1805 that the best way to do things is to destroy what we have, and they managed to destroy it with our help. Some of us are still helping the Fulani to achieve their agenda today.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it's one of that kind of human nature. When you appreciate somebody else's way of life without comparing yours, and the best way to appreciate somebody's way of life is how does it impact in changing yours without losing the totality of yours. But we didn't do that, because I said the wisdom did not come into it. There's nothing wrong in me wearing shirts. Like late Taishola did. He wore shirts and put holes in it because he's living in the tropics. Put holes, sewn holes on the sides, so that Abia, the armpit, will not sweat much. So it's like it's a conduction of air into the body, cooling him down. Most of us adopted it. Some people felt he was stupid. He wasn't. So you see, adaptive technology is a worldwide thing. But when you now take somebody's technology wholesale without adapting it to suit your environment, just like housing now in Nigeria, I find them so repulsive that people are building houses with high pitched roofs. Are you living in the temperate region where snow falls on roofs? And again, they are all black in a tropical area. What does that tell you in science? Simple science. It absorbs more heat, and you inside in the house. Of course, sorry, that's one of the things I did experimentally with my friend, a German engineer. We developed a solution to it. We are not going to break down the rules, but we are going to adapt adaptive technology to cool down the ceiling of each of those upper level that are roofed. We have that knowledge. But well, we've tried to introduce it to some of our people, but they keep on dribbling us. That's Nigeria for you. But when we have our Yoruba nation, we will adjust all these things. Adaptive technology, re-engineering to suit your environment. And again, one of the things we are going to promote is clay brick manufacturing in a massive scale. So most homes will be made of fine clay brick It cools the environment. You would not need fans. When I went to learn about it in Tanzania, the rest house I stayed had a ceiling fan. It was built up. I don't remember any day I turned on the ceiling fan because the house was perpetually cool, made of clay brick. And they know how to make it cheaply. Learned it. We tried to introduce it at some point way back 2011 to Nigeria. But the white man who came along, I was still in Tanzania then, reported to me that they were asking him, what is in it for us? How much, if we get the money from government, how much are we going to take out of it? So the guy just packed and came back to Tanzania, forgot about it. Is that the life the African has to live? Something to help your future, your life? The pitched roof, for God's sake, and black. But soaking in heat, and then you now spend a lot of money in buying fuel into your generator and a very massive air conditioner that you should not even sleep
Need in the first case.
24/7 in it, and then you turn it to cool down the heat you have trapped in your roof. Imagine, think back, those of you who have such homes, the amount of heat you have trapped into those roofs, into your bedroom, a room. For God's sake, what I'm saying is we have to change our ways. And why? We have to not try to overdo ourselves. When I was growing up, people built homes. We even invite you when you are working by you pray with them. But now, that's you also go in and then you pray with them. And then it inspires you that, and no fence, flowers in the front, and a low fence that people can sit when they are walking by. Low fence that people can sit when they are walking by. What do we have now? We have fences that are higher than the pole vault fences. And with barbed wires, like I said in my radio program the other day, the barbed wires were invented to prevent cattle from spoiling farmlands. In the middle section of the United States, when there was the cattle drive from Texas to the railway lines to carry them to, but this time they now had to build the other railway lines to do the same job. Barbed wire was invented to control cattle. It's not to control people, which we are used to now. If you have not got your barbed wire,
You haven't built your house.
for your new house, and tira barbed wire any, ṣe máa electrify tó bá dalẹ̀ ẹ̀kan tán sílẹ̀ ni. Is that life? No. And barbed wire evolved into military use to prevent enemies from crossing, but it's not for civilian use in homes. We are subjected to doing this because of lack of security, occasioned by the lack of the vision of those ruling, and a deliberate act that developed the Southwest. Look at Ikeja Industrial Estate that will come established. It's virtually empty. Most factories are flown. I would say they are flown to Ghana. Adigun's experimental kola nut wine and champagne industry in that place is also in Ghana now. He started the kola nut experimentation. Before I left Nigeria, I was one of his very good customers. They were very good quality, and at that time it came to Europe to France for wine competition. It took third place because they said it is not from the traditional grape, but it was good quality. And that was the time Akinloye had this Akinloye champagne made in France. Whereas our boy had experimented with our cooler nut that is available in our land to start making the same stuff. These are things we should promote. I'm sorry, there's too much to say.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your lecture today. Let's talk about Lagos a little bit. The American government are warning their citizens not to go to some states in Nigeria, but our states are not speaking up. Even Lagos is not speaking up. The people who live in Nigeria thinks nothing is going to happen. I was speaking to a friend called Tallman Ayo last week. Somebody on the show know Tallman. Somebody on YouTube know Tallman Ayo. I was speaking to him, and he said, "Oh, nothing is going to happen." And I said, "What about all the people they kidnap?" He said, "I have a farm, and nobody's kidnapping anybody. It's people that have deal with them, they're kidnapping." And I looked at him and said, "You live in Nigeria, or where do you live? Do you live in Little London?" And Baba, we have irresponsible citizen and government. If you put on the telly today, you don't even hear the bad news. All what people are doing there is lying and lying and lying to you. Tinubu is busy pasting his posters for 2023. They don't look after themselves. They don't think about what is coming. They don't plan ahead. They're not looking into the future. They're not reading their surroundings. We talk about don't eat cattle again, don't eat this cow again. But these people talk about ribokoto, kori fun, kori kinikoto da biele gusi abi something. They don't want to eat. We tell them that these people are sleeping with these cows. These people are feeding this cow with untos. These people will kill people and give the blood to the cow. But people are not, the cow is contaminated. And people are still not budging. They will have a lavish party. They kill so many cows for people. What about goats? What about ram?
Well, this is where our people should now start to go back to the basis. Start to rear their cattle and their goats and rams and birds.
Chicken. They can't even rear chicken.
Chicken, ducklings, and turkey. They're not difficult to do. And even fish farms, snail farms, rabbit farms. They're not difficult to do. It's a matter of waking up your mind and say we want to do it. But the problem we have now is that most of these Fulanis that some of us deny, he has his farm, is just lucky that they have not discovered it. I had a large, I sort of controlled and guided my niece, my mom's granddaughter, that's the way I like to call her most of the time. She had a farm of cassava. The first harvest should have fetched at 1.5 million way back 2016. And to be more than that value now. The cattle from the north, which I usually call Buhari's cattle because it's the life patron. Luckily, I'm happy that Wole Shenka, our able scholar, said that Buhari is the grand patron of the Cattle Raiders Association. He's not wrong. It's a fact. That was what he exhibited when he came to see Additional, late at the Lamade, another great friend of mine. They came to complain about skills that happened in the Seyin area between the cattle raiders and the natives of the land, the Seyin people, the Yoruba people. The cattle raiders ate up the farmland of some people, and the people were not happy. And then there was a fight. There was a cross, which I call low intensity warfare, which is still going on. They killed each other. They killed some of the cattle. Buhari and his team, including Shagari, about 6 of them came to Ibadan. That act alone shows that they are coming as diplomats, representatives of their people, diplomats. If we were one country, this case should go to the federal authorities, but it didn't. They ignored the federal and came straight to Ibadan. Our people's this thing were destroyed. We want compensation. The wise Yoruba man, yes, we understand. We understand. But do you know what? Your people also killed my people and destroyed the farmlands. I too want compensation for my people. Buhari got another and walked away. And the rest followed in trail. So that should speak volumes to us. We are not one. And we have Seriki in the south and the so-called Obas in the north. That shows they are diplomats of their own people. So that it shows a separation of laws. These are diplomats. Tí Yorùbá bá ṣẹ̀ ní Sokoto, ẹ lọ bá ọba Yorùbá. Should it not go to the courts? No, because there is a recognition that we are not one. Tí Hausa bá ṣẹ̀ ní Ṣàgámù, ẹ lọ bá Sẹ́ríkì Fúlàní. It shows again that we are not one. Because there are 2 laws. And even if you are able to summon them to court, the next thing says, oh, Atilo, I want Rimo. Are you going to arrest the Seriki? It's not the keeper of that man, but it's only his ambassador on your land. So also, because I see the imagery that was being bandied around that Oba Maiduguri, you want watch off one parade with there. This is another grand deceit. Please stop all this. We are not one in any form. I know some of you have seen this. I don't know about Kini. I don't know Seriki Sale. What? Well, the act itself negates oneness. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. On this note, I will be dispatching Baba. Baba can be in the background listening to us. I'm going to open the line for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So the line is open for 10 minutes. I know you might want to talk about the lockdown they're introducing. Don't worry about the lockdown. Let them introduce it. The thing that will stop the lockdown is on its way to our land. On Friday or Saturday, I will be introducing something on this platform that will be fighting for us. Nobody is going to mess us up. I think I got my first caller on the line. Uncle, are you trying to get involved with the program?
Wow, I'm very sorry. I'm
on the program at the moment, yeah. So, okay, so when we finish, you can call me back then, yeah? Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, that was a good timing. I just said I'm going to open the line and that uncle calling. The Spirit of God must have been talking to him. The number, I'm going to put it on the screen quickly. I got another caller. Did I get that caller? I don't think I got it. I got it, yeah? Hello, Baba. Hello, sir. And let me know about okay.
Hello, sir. This is Wale Adigun. I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Fantastic. Thank you for getting involved.
Sir?
Are you calling to get involved with the program?
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm calling to get involved with the
Oh
program.
yeah, a fire on, sir. A fire on. You are on.
Mi ò tiẹ̀ understand nǹkan tí àwọn àbáwọn tó ń parade ara wọn pé olórí wa ni wọ́n. Mi ò mọ intention wọn rárá fún Yorùbá nation yìí. And mi ò tiẹ̀ understand bí àwọn ti fi oògùn mú wọn ni o. Ẹ fẹ́ báyọ̀ kú ni. Tí ọkọ ń ná ìyàwó àwọn pẹ́rẹ́ǹtì ìyàwó wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ́lé ọkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ ó lè wá pa ọmọ wa fún wa o. So iṣẹ́ ìyàwó fẹ́ bá ọkọ ẹ̀ ó fẹ́ bó ṣe ń nà lọ́nà tó ń bastardize ẹ̀ tó abuse ẹ̀. So àwọn òbí ẹ̀ dẹ̀ dókòó wọ́n dẹ̀ ń fún wọn máa wọ pé kéókè ó dìgbà tó bá pa ọmọ wa o. Wọ́n á ní pé wọn ò tí ì rí gbogbo sáìn pé ọkọ abuser ọkọ ni àwọn fọmọ fún. Ó sọ bá fún mi àwọn tá a pè lórí kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tó pè orí ẹnìbọ̀dì tó lọ 300 years láyé yìí tí wọ́n kọ́ gbogbo owó tí wọ́n lè ná tí wọ́n ń kojú wọ́n kọ́ rí fanari wọ́n kọ́ kíní ọ̀kan. A foolish man ló máa jí ọ̀rọ̀ ó mọ ọmọ tó máa lò ó tiẹ̀ lè mọ ọmọ tó bí gan ó lè mẹ́ tó máa wúlò fún ẹ náà. But they continue to squander the wealth of our people. One day to fall, one pile, lójoojúmọ́ báyìí. And these people open their eyes and they are looking. Diplomatic, kill and diplo. What are we diplomatic? Tí anybody will sọ̀rọ̀. Anybody will sọ̀rọ̀ pé this is what we want and we stand on all what we want. Ebi pa àwọn èèyàn sí àwọn èèyàn lè lọ sóko wọn lè lọ sọ́nà wọn lè lọ sí go out of their own business. Everything is so dead expensive. I can see my thing for 2 weeks now. So I'm spending like crazy. My mom go to hospital. My mom go to hospital. They have to come in the middle of the night. Ibi ara ọmọ ayọ̀ ìyàwó gbé lọ sí hospital. General hospital. I had to quickly wake up and start looking for a way to send money. Lóòrùn mo náà fẹ́ rówó gbà. I will say the nation.
Sir. I want to thank you very much for what you've done. I want to appreciate you. Key next caller me to get involved. Ejeba me turn kini down lẹ́yìn sir. Abima ento wala America hold on 1 second no. Eba me turn it down lẹ́yìn. I want to show something to back what Uncle just said. What I wanted to show is a shame. And it's not just a shame, it's a very, very big shame. Very big shame that sometimes if people remember this, they should think twice about what they're doing to their life and to their fellow human being. It was a shame that this is the bedroom of a very powerful Yoruba man some few years ago. But look at what the bedroom has turned into now. That is the bedroom of one of our Yoruba leaders some times ago. I don't know if anybody recognizes this picture. Here is the bedroom of the late fairy politicians, former commissioner for local government and chieftaincy affairs in Old Oyo State under the administration of late Governor Bola Ige, Lev Busari Adelakun, alias Erobodo. This was his bedroom. Can you see what is there now? Can you see the ceiling? So why are we stealing money for? Money that will not have value tomorrow, but you can add value to people's life today. I'm going to take a call. Okay, the caller is gone. Let's speak to our mother. Mommy, Ekalema.
Ekale sa o.
Ọlọ́run àgbàdúrà yín mà.
Bàbá wa kújọ́ mẹ́ta sa o.
Bàbá Àjàlá àbí.
Ẹ kú atótónu bàbá Àjàlá. Ẹ kú atótónu ẹ kú ọgbọ́n yín ò ní dọ́bà olórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run tó sì ń gbénu yín kò ní fi yín sílẹ̀. Ọgbọ́n tẹ́ fi wà wá débi ire dénú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó tí ẹ ò ní kábàámọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run máa fún yín sí. There is one thing I heard about the Nigerian contraction. Wọ́n ní wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe referendum kan ní June 12, but wọ́n change referendum yẹn away from June 12 or from that day or for something else láti fi tan àwọn èèyàn wa jẹ nílé láti sign up so that wọ́n wá present yẹn wípé after constitution nígbà tí wọ́n bá present ẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn bá sign ẹ̀ ẹjọ́ bá wa sọ fún gbogbo aráyé wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sign anything tí wọ́n bá gbé wá wọ́n tiẹ̀ sọ orúkọ Yorùbá United àbí nǹkan wọ́n ṣàṣọ ní orúkọ yẹn
Yoruba decides.
Thank you. Yoruba decides. Ẹjọ́ ẹ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa kí wọ́n má sign o. Ẹ sọ fáwọn tó ń bá wa ṣe ìpolongo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá níbi gbogbo pé kán sọ fáwọn èèyàn kán má sign ohunkóhun fún ẹnikẹ́ni o. Àrán ẹnikẹ́ni ní referendum o. Ó jẹ́ ohun tí mo fẹ́ sọ.
Ẹ ṣé mà, mo dúpẹ́ mà. First of all, ẹ ṣé mà, ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi yín lẹ̀ mà, ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o.
Ọ̀rọ̀ gidi náà sọ yẹn.
Ọ̀rọ̀ gidi náà sọ nítorí pé that thing has been trending online for some time and it's a complete fake. Complete fake. It was supposed to be a referendum on the 12th that Victor Tai would talk about. When they know that fails, that is when they change it to poll. And again, the Yoruba decide domain name. I have gone there to look for the owner. The owner cloud himself out. He didn't show himself. So there's so many things wrong. So it was a clever move. It was sorry guys. Sorry. It's actually 1 o'clock here. Baba, let me let you go, sir, so that you can go to bed, yeah? I want to thank you very much for everything you've done, sir.
Not marry. Maybe we'll have another session tomorrow.
Tomorrow, by the grace of God.
And then we'll be able to combine the radio channel. And please try to let people know about the radio channel.
Okay.
It's for us.
Clever land.
It's not for you. It's for us.
Hold on. Okay.
I'll send the details to you. Maybe tomorrow during your programs, you look at it and know how to present it. Thank you.
I will do, sir. Thank you very much, Daddy.
Okay.
I have another caller on the line. Caller from America, go ahead. Uncle Adamson. Egbon sókè sir.
Yes, sir. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá ní kó lórí pé wọ́n lọ inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú wọn.
Ẹ ṣé sir.
Yes. Oduduwa now. Yoruba nation now. Akọni ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá ní o.
Ẹ ṣé.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Ìfìlà tẹ́ tó gbé sórí ìfìlà tó fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú ilé báyìí o.
Ẹrù yín mo ṣe máa send ẹrù yín lọ́la ni, so I'll put this at one and the fìlà. This is because of the rally coming. That is why we're putting flag. We're putting flag on most of our things now. And today we make a resolution to make it easy for a lot of people to have T-shirt. If you buy it in groups, you will be lucky because we decide if you buy 10 T-shirt, we will sell it at £10. Yes, we have the sales one for £15, but we now decided to say to make it easy for people to buy and wear, we want as many people as possible to wear this T-shirt on the 12th. So if you buy 10, we'll sell it at £10 each. So you get 10 T-shirt for £100 instead of £150 that we're doing it on sales. So that's another one. And if you combine the T-shirt and the hat together, you get 10 T-shirt and 10 cap. You get it for £150. So that's for 10 people. So that is a bargain. So a cap and a T-shirt will only cost £15 each if you can group yourself in 10s. Babawa Mudupe, I will call you after the show, then we can talk, yeah?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So the reason we're doing this is because we want to make sure that so many people can wear it, right? Our new carrier pick up for UK today, which is promising. And they've sent out text message to people to say, we have your delivery and it's coming tomorrow. And tomorrow means tomorrow. And about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tomorrow, Wakote send the message saying, we're coming at so time. They will give you an hour slot that we're coming at so time. So things are getting better for Yoruba Nation. We always want to improve things from this end. Improve things from your hand as well. Make it better. Because you've done it good today, don't just sit down on the goodness of yesterday. Try and get something better. Try and do something better. Try and do something better. Let me tell you one thing, guys. Something promising is happening soon. Very, very soon. I mean, before this weekend. You've been asking for something like the ESP, Eastern Security Network for Yoruba land. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And it's there. We have a name. Olokpon Oda. Yoruba name. We don't need English name. Olokpon Oda is the name. The more you look, the less you see. You won't see them, but you will feel their presence. You won't see them, but you will see their work. Because it is not them that we want to present, but their work is what we want to see, we want to present. They are not women, they are in the spirit. Yoruba tradition is going to be at work. This Olokpon Da. I think, Auntie, I think I'm getting it right. Olokpon, Mommy and Daddy, I think I'm getting it right. Olokpon Da is the name. And it's coming. And it's going to work. Because it is not human imagination. Àwọn lálẹ́ ló imagine. Àwọn ló gbé wá. Àwọn ló dẹ̀ máa execute. We don't have anything to do with it. And I'm sure you will see their work. You will see their work. I'm telling you this now. You will see their work. If one can lock down something spiritual, how could you lock spiritual down? Yeah, it's one word. You have to take the high out. You have to take the high out. You have to take the I out. Yes, you have to, yes, and one word, all written together, right? It's coming and it's here already. And to the glory of God, nobody can stop it. I don't even have the power to stop it. You understand? Yes, that is it. And nobody can stop it. And by the grace of Almighty God, this is going to work, and it's going to work better for us. And it's going to work and deliver. Auntie, okay, combined family. Ibrahim Wolabi is combined family. Okay, it is OLRLEOPONIDR. That is what it is. It is the same, but they reject the Royal Marshal because they said Royal Marshal is English name. They don't want English name. I don't know why. They just came to me and said they don't want the English name. This is the name they want, and that is what they're using. Yes, nobody can stop it by the grace of God, because they are spiritual. They're not women. Hello. Eba yile lọ́dọ̀ yín o. Hello. Ẹ kálẹ́ o bàbá. Hold on sir, láti America. Hold on. Bàbá wa kan wà lórí ìkànnà tẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ tí mi ò ti tọkàn mi ti fò wọ́n. Ikú gbàgbé yín, àrùn gbàgbé yín, òfò gbàgbé yín, bàbá wa láti London. Ó yá, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ tí táwọn America tó sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ tí. America hold on. Ẹ kálẹ́ sir.
Okay. Ẹ kálẹ́ kú ṣe ẹkú àtàárọ̀.
Yes sir.
Adúdúpẹ́ lọ bàbá Àjàlá. Wọ́n ṣe gan. And
hold on 1 minute, yeah? Uncle Fatai, okay. Don't start trouble. You don't need to comment, because father and son met today and they resolve it. Father and son met today and they resolve it, so it's not a problem anymore. Yeah? father and son has resolved the differences. Igbo and Baba Adegboye, their father and son, they've resolved it today, and that is dead. So no more comment on Kumi. Thank you very much. Egbon Emma surrender, sir.
Okay. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú ti Baba Adeboye àti Sunday Igboho.
Yes.
Okay. So comment tèmi fẹ́ pass tẹ́lẹ̀ ni pé ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn tí nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí, àwọn tó ń campaign against the Yoruba nation àti àwọn tí ó yẹ kí wọ́n dìde tí wọ́n support wa kíní kankan. Tẹ́ bá rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, àwọn náà ń ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fara gbá díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ẹ̀ńtọ́lọ́n bá dẹ̀ máa ṣe nǹkan tó bá dàrú lójú wa báyìí kò yé wa ni. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wà tó jẹ́ pé ó máa jìyà bóyá nítorí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí ó ti sílẹ̀.
Uncle me, let me stop you there. Sometimes we don't know who is supporting this agitation or who is not supporting it. Because of some of the experience I have, personal experience I have, and because of the way I talk to people in the background, some people, you will see them, you will think they're not supporting it, but between me and you, these people are firm supporter of it. I'm going to let you go, sir. Let me please speak to this gentleman in America.
Yes.
Baba All America, Egbon Soke to Walori Kono.
Hello, Baba.
Ekaleza.
I'm a cushion.
Egbon mi láti Abeokuta, Mr. Oniyide.
Nígbà tí iṣu Odùduwà bá jiná, kò ní jó wa nínú.
Àmì ẹ̀yà ṣe é mare.
Orin kan tó ni mo fẹ́ kọ fáwọn ọlọ́pàá ọ̀dà.
Ẹ̀kọ́ sáà máa bá yín gbé.
Ẹni báwo lórí náà ti lọ?
Báwo ló ṣe lọ? Ṣé Gunukó ló máa ń kọ́ sáà?
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni mọ́.
Ó yá ẹ̀kọ́.
Ó ní alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ o. Ọlọ́pàá ọ̀dà. Alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Àmọ́ kẹ́yìn máa hùwà o. Tálájọbí ò fẹ́ o. Àní kẹ́yìn máa hùwà o. Tálájọbí ò fẹ́ o.
Alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ o. Ọlọ́pọ̀dà.
Gbogbo ọmọ Odùduwà, alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn yìí o.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Sunday Igboho, alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn rẹ̀. Kóìkì, alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn yìí o. Heritage, alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn yìí. Àmọ́ kẹ́yìn máa hùwà o. Àní kẹ́yìn máa hùwà, tálájọbí ò fẹ́ o. Alájọbí ti wà lẹ́yìn. Heritage.
Yes, sir.
Adélẹ̀ yìí.
Àmì àṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mo dúpẹ́.
Ìtàkùn tó ní kẹ́ni má wodò, tòun tẹni ló ń lọ. Ẹ má jà wọ́ọ̀rì ara wa nípa àwọn sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì wa. Àwọn tó ń sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì lábẹ́nú ló pọ̀ jù bàbá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà, gbogbo ẹgbàá yẹn lábẹ́lẹ̀ sà. Ẹgbàá yẹn jẹ jáde.
Ó ti ṣe é ṣe.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni sà.
Ó ti ṣe é ṣe lórúkọ Olúwa.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o, Ọlọ́run á gbà fún wa.
Àwọn onílẹ̀ ti wà lẹ́yìn, ó ti ṣe é ṣe.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ sà. Thank you very much, sir.
Ẹ má bẹ́tò níṣó bàbá.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
+317 +131 +1317 Ẹ̀gbọ́n Sókè tí wà lórí kan náà.
Hello, sir.
Bàbá mi ẹ̀ ń lẹ́bẹ̀ wọn.
Ẹ kú ètò sá o.
Yes, sir.
Anthony láti US ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Bàbá Anthony.
I really appreciate the presence àwọn dájì. And it's a wonderful topic, and we are blessing God at least for having people like this in our age, giving us the sight of understanding to all that is going on. I happen to be one of Yoruba that lives in the north for about 30 good years.
Wow.
And honestly, I have the opportunity to work with notable people in the northern part of Nigeria. And for things like this coming at this our generation, in fact, is a great thing that has ever happened that I can see at this generation, where Yoruba will finally come out of the mess that we are in. Living in the north is like living in a foreign land. Yorubas are living in a foreign land, and that is what the people should know. And there is one thing for you to live in a foreign land and have peace of mind, just like we have most of us in diaspora here. But living in the north is like living in bondage. A lot of people, Yoruba, in the northern part of Nigeria, when you ask them to come and tell their story, it's horrible. I happen to be there for 30 good years. There is no riot to share Latiba, Sokoto Bamuso, Ango must go, Ali must go, Dantauri, Sharia that I witness all. It's horrible. So for we still counting ourselves to be part of Nigeria, it's a dead sentence. That's party about the mass. I know I need the agenda of the northern people over 25 years ago because I work with them. When I mean notable people, I mean notable people who are in power. So I know what they have in mind. And that is just exactly what is happening now. They want to actualize it. And the earlier, the better for Yoruba people. Let our Yoruba people who are still in Nigeria know that in another 3 to 5 years, there is going to be more casualty that we have never witnessed before in Nigeria. Not only by bullet, but people will begin to commit suicide. That is the level that we are in now. So for this to come at this time, it simply means that it is time for us to go. So the people should not be looking at it where one diaspora. No, if we have the opportunity to be there too, we will do the same thing because this is what we have been agitating in our mind. We are just bringing out now. So the people who are there should know that they need to rise up now and defend Yoruba land because Yoruba is gone already. It's gone. It's gone. When I mean it's gone, sir, it's gone. But Oloma Rawapada. So this is the time our people should know. And the Western world, I know that some of them are watching this program now. They should not allow people to die. They should not allow more people to die because in another 3-5 years, sir, I know what I'm saying. This is the year that they want to actualize their evil agenda. And I walk up to Maradi, I walk up to Dogonduse, I walk up to Yemen. Those are the places that I live. So I need the life that those people have and the agenda they have for Nigeria. Is to take over the land all over. All this grazing of a thing, they are just using those things to pitch their tent in all the bush to surround. It's like when you want to capture a nation, you build your tent around the nation, then you strike at once. Bam! That's what they want to do.
Babami.
Yes, sir.
And to have a strike near Yoruba. Komabo.
Ọlọ́run tẹ̀ nígbà fún wọn because ogun tó bá máa jàyàn tọ́lọ́run bá ti fi hàn yàn it simply means that ogun yẹn ti ṣẹ́. So ogun yẹn ti ṣẹ́ already for now. The people should not go back. We should keep pressing harder and it will not go by. This year we are taking Yoruba land. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Uncle Kazim. Ekalesa. Uncle Kazim, hello sir.
Yes.
And let me know.
Yes, sir.
Mo ti gbóhùn yín bẹ́ẹ̀ náà.
Yeah, Ekale.
Yes sir.
Ekele.
Yes sir.
Ekale. N tó mú mi pè ní pé tí mo fẹ́ sọ ní pé are we doing the right thing for this Yoruba land? Because sometimes we have to fight. Mo believe both that ká kọ́ clean ilé wa náà. Ká tó máa dì pẹ̀lú torí àwọn kan wà tán fà wá lọ sẹ́yìn ó yẹ bá máa take care ara wa first gbogbo àwọn tán fẹ́ kó ká lọ ká kó dojú ogun kọ àwọn yẹn fúnra wọn then they will see that we are very serious torí kò ń ṣe pé ẹgbẹ́ èyí tá à ń sọ tá à kàn ń sọ lẹ́nu tá à ń sọ lẹ́nu tá à kàn ń ṣe èyí tó wọ̀n àwọn gbogbo àwọn tá à ń sọ yóò lè oníjìbìtì ni wọ́n ti darapọ̀ máwùsá wọn ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí ìlú yìí kó lọ. So the only thing tí mo believe tó yẹ kí a máa ṣe ni pé our means and ways láti carry àwọn tí ò dá láàrin wa tó ń fà wá lọ́wọ́ sẹ́yìn.
Okay, ìyẹn nípa yẹn sà àti bèrè ìyẹn lọ́wọ́ fa Ifá dẹ̀ ni pé àwa ò need láti ṣe anything for anybody. Gbogbo in the next 1 month 2 months ẹ̀rí àwọn míì tí ó support ẹgbọ̀ kan support rí ẹ̀rí bọ́n ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí support wa.
Okay, tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ á dúpẹ́ o.
Yes, and again Yoruba man should not fight a Yoruba person for this agitation. We cannot fight ourselves for this agitation.
Sabotage ni wọ́n kọ́.
Don't worry. Nǹkan tí táyé fẹ́ báyé kọ́ lọ́rọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Nobody can stop it. I cannot stop it. I don't have the power. I don't have the energy because nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run ti parí ni nǹkan tí àwọn alálẹ̀ ti ṣe tán fúnra wọn ni. Ìjà yìí kì í ṣe ìjà ara wa. I will tell you one thing for nothing, sir. Uncle tó pè mí just before yours, sir. Wọ́n ti pè mí tẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n béèrè àwọn kan lọ́wọ́ mi. Àwọn kan tó béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi ni pé báwo la ṣe kí ló ta fi pe station ní heritage. Mo ní it was a vision. Right? Báwo la ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ heritage. We didn't start heritage. God started heritage. And when God started heritage, hold on, into a lórí yẹn. When God started heritage, we wanted to change the name. Hold on, please, yeah. We wanted to change the name to something else. And God said, no. Keep it at heritage. We wanted to say cultural heritage. We wanted to say African heritage. We want to say black heritage. We wanted to say, we didn't think of Yoruba or Hodudua. But all the name we wanted to change it to, God said no. Heritage is heritage. No one, don't add to it, don't take away from it. And that is what we bank on. The first job we did was an heritage job. It was a job for Oni of Ife. When Oni of Ife visited England, that was the first job we did. Hold on. Hold on, and to check with Wally is hold on. In your metal one, what you inside and to check with Wally. So, the first job we did was for Oni of Ife when he first came to England. We cover it live. Everybody was shocked. Who are these people? The first time we were setting up, Ben Television said to us, hey, what do you think you're doing? What you want to do is not possible. We just look at them. And we did it. And it was successful. The second time we went somewhere to go and do it, the cameraman that Ben sent came to us and said, how did you do that? We said, well, we just buy the thing. The guy was shocked. Everybody wants to do what we're doing. And unfortunately, they've not been able to accomplish it. So anybody that wants to sabotage what God wants to do, let them continue.
Okay.
We don't have the power to deal with them, but God has the power to deal with them. I'm going to let you go, Daddy, yeah? Thank you very much, sir.
All right, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Bye-bye.
May
You're
God
welcome.
bless us.
And you too, sir.
Yoruba nation now.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Uncle. Bye-bye.
Allah bless you.
Amen. Ashid Mari. Thank you.
Bye.
Caller, go ahead. You are on now. +443. +1443. Enti number pẹ̀lú 4499 sir. Ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ ti wà lórí kan náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir, ẹ̀yin ni sir.
Ẹnìkan tí ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
No, ẹ̀yin lẹ ń gbọ́ lẹ́yìn yẹn, ẹ má gbọ́ lẹ́yìn bíbá ẹni kẹ́ ti gbọ́ mọ́mí wa àbí dáàdi wa.
Okay.
Ẹ yí sílẹ̀.
Kí máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí.
Ẹ máa bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ yí sílẹ̀ lẹ́yìn kẹ́ lè máa gbọ́ tèmi gangan.
Wọ́n ní mẹ́ta ló wà níwájú mi.
Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, àwọn ó dàgbà àwọn yẹn ti já sà.
Ó ṣe ṣé kí n máa sọ tèmi.
Ẹ máa sọ fún mi sà.
Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ sà, mo kí yín. Mo kí yín o. Ọlọ́run áńgẹ́lì rí yín pé heritage ni olùgbàlà aráyé. Ṣé ẹ rí wọ́n ti sọ fún bàbá lẹ́yìn ní oṣù méjì sẹ́yìn ìkan tó yẹ kó ṣe fún káàárọ̀ jíire.
ìkan kékeré báyìí lẹ́ni kó ṣe fún káàárọ̀ jíire tí bàbá ò ṣe wọ́n pè é láti Amẹ́ríkà láti pè é pé bàbá ṣe nǹkan báyìí báyìí nítorí káàárọ̀ jíire.
bàbá wo lẹ sọ ma.
bàbá ò ṣe Adébóyè.
ok.
Adébóyè ok ẹ wo Jésù Adébóyè ni ṣé ẹ rí Jésù Kristi ó pe Peter ó pe Pétérù ó ní Pétérù wá sọ wípé èmi nìyí ó wá ní ṣe ìjẹ́ o fẹ́ ràn mí bí ó ní òun fẹ́ rẹ̀ ó ní kó máa bọ́ àwọn àgùntàn mi ó tún béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lẹ́lẹ́kejì ó tún ní èmi nìyí ó wá ní ó yá máa bọ́ àwọn àgùntàn mi ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta inú wa bí ìjẹ́ ẹjẹ́ mọ̀ wípé Pétérù àti John òkè ni wọ́n wò mọ kọ̀ọ̀kan o ẹ lọ́wọ́ ìwé Acts orí 13 wọn ò mọ kọ̀ọ̀kan òpè ni wọ́n àwọn ló dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ tó lágbára jù tó ń jẹ yín sà àwọn ló ṣiṣẹ́ tó wọn ò mọ kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn ò kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ aláìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni wọ́n aláìmọ̀wé ni wọ́n ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì sàyẹ́ká tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa bá mi ṣe tún bá mi ṣe fún gbogbo everybody ṣé ẹ rí Ìgbòho àti Kóìkì mi ìfẹ́ kí anybody fi ẹnikẹ́ni sùn nítorí pé nǹkan tó dojúkọ ti pọ̀ jù àwọn tó dojúkọ ti pọ̀ jù nǹkan tí wọ́n dojúkọ wọ́n ti pọ̀ jù gbogbo ọ̀gá àárọ̀ jíire ló dojúkọ àwọn ìka ṣé ẹ rí tí wọ́n bá ṣe Ọlọ́run ti dúró láti gba ìka àárọ̀ jíire o. Ọlọ́run ti dúró láti gba nǹkan ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló máa gbà ó.
mọ́mì wa ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ Ọlọ́run máa gbà fún wa. ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ mà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà
Ọlọ́run á gbà fún wa. ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ mà.
ẹnìkan ṣoṣo ló wà ń bẹ̀. yes sir.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́.
ó dàbọ̀ sà God bless.
alàgbà tó wà lórí ìkọ́ kejì láti Atlanta Georgia alàgbà tó wà lórí fóònù láti Atlanta Georgia ẹ bá mi yí kíní yẹn sílẹ̀ lẹ́rẹ̀ ẹ bá mi yí sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín sà. ẹ bá mi yí sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ bá mi yí sílẹ̀. hello sà ẹ yí sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín sà ẹ yí sílẹ̀. ó yá ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ ẹgbọ́n sókè nìsín.
mo ní kí n tètè fọ́ọ̀mù. hello.
ẹ tí yí sílẹ̀ that's why ló ṣe sí ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn sà. bàbá mi
mo ti yí sílẹ̀.
nǹkan tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn yín yẹn.
hello. hello. hello.
èmi ń gbọ́ yín but a lè jọ ní conversation tí kìíní yẹn bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn yín sà.
ó sì nǹkan tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn mi o.
no nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sà the program is talking behind you nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe gbọ́ mi dáadáa nìyẹn ok mo ti ń gbọ́ yín dáadáa nísìnyí.
The program is talking behind you. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe gbọ́ mi dáadáa nìyẹn. èmi sì ń gbọ́ yín.
nítorí pé ẹ yí kíní yẹn sílẹ̀ lẹ́yìn there is the program is talking.
ok ẹ jẹ́ kí n sún lẹ́yìn gbà mí. ẹ ṣe àti ń gbọ́ mi báyìí.
mi gbọ́ àwọn dájú wa yẹn wọn ní bínú sí mi ní bóyá wọn máa stop kíní yẹn kọ́ pé mi padà ní wọ́n jọ kọ́ máa bínú sí mi. Gbogbo nǹkan tí oníkálukú wa bá mọ̀ ṣe kó máa ṣe ẹni tó bá mọ̀ dáadáa ṣe kó máa ṣe ẹni tó bá mọ̀ burúkú ṣe kó máa ṣe nǹkan tó dá mi lójú ni pé gbogbo nǹkan tó bá gbà lọ́nà máa fi gbèjà wa. This will serve as a lesson to so many people who are betrayers. The same way the Amalekites ran in front of Israel, that is the way these people will run in front of us if we are truthful to ourselves and we're not fighting one another. mo fi ọ̀nà Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ gbogbo wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ okay uncle mi ti pè padà okay sir ẹ kálẹ́ sir
ẹ kálẹ́ o.
ó tún sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mejì ó yẹ mo gbọ́ tí yẹn máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ sà.
èyí tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín ni pé ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n ti declare lockdown ní Nàìjíríà o. wọ́n ti declare lockdown ní Nàìjíríà o. so ká lè jẹ́ ká nóòtù dáadáa àti sí ní Nàìjíríà mọ́ Yorùbá nation ni wá o. wọ́n sì fẹ́ fi pa àwọn èèyàn ọgbọ́n tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ dá ní àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n ti sọ̀ráǹdì wa so wọ́n fẹ́ máa jẹ́ wọn wọlé lóru lọ bá àwọn èèyàn wa ni o. wọ́n sì fẹ́ fi pa àwọn èèyàn ọgbọ́n tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ dá ní àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n ti sọ̀ráǹdì wa so wọ́n fẹ́ máa jẹ́ wọn wọlé lóru lọ bá àwọn èèyàn wa láti pa wọ́n ni o.
bàbá ṣe ka text lockdown yẹn dáadáa sà. Okay, they've declared another lockdown in Nigeria. We are still in Nigeria. We're aspiring to have Yoruba nation. There is a breakdown of law and order in Nigeria. That is why armed robbers could go and attack the presidential quarters. If that is the case, we have a limited right to defend ourselves and to provide for ourselves. Gbogbo ẹni tọ́lọ̀ ń bá bùn tọ́lọ̀ ń fún lágbára tọ́lọ̀ ń bùn agbára tó mú agbára fún kó defend ẹni tọ́lọ̀ ń mú agbára fún. I want people to read the context of that text of that lockdown properly and react accordingly. The lockdown, I think they put a limit on the number of people that can gather. They didn't do it so that we would not be able to go out, but they do it so that we will not be able to do rally. But this rally will continue no matter what anybody does. They can do lockdown. In England there was lockdown, there was rally. In America there was lockdown, there was rally. And this is not NSAS that oh man, you're boss àwọn and tó bá yọ̀ bọ̀ fún àwọn and tó bá yọ̀ ìbọn sí àwọn èèyàn lọ́wọ́ tó wá yìí òun gangan nìbọn yẹn máa pa o ó dẹ̀ máa dà mọ́ and tó bá létí kó gbọ́ and tó bá lọ yọ̀ ìbọn sí àwọn èèyàn wa kan òun gangan fúnra rẹ̀ nìbọn yẹn máa pa lágbára Ọlọ́run nítorí pé eléyìí ò ṣe NSAS o eléyìí kò ṣe NSAS kò sẹ́ni tó máa stop wọn from carrying out their rally. The rally will continue. Uncle tí wọ́n pè yẹn wọ́n láti stop nǹkan tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní background yẹn because we can't have a decent conversation. Hello sir.
Èmi náà ni mo ní kí n dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ni ẹ ṣé.
Olúwa ló ṣe sir. Thanks sir. Okay, so the most important thing is that ọwọ́ tí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ bá gbé ara ẹ̀ ló máa fi nà àwa ò ní ṣe bí a ní ṣèkà rí làwọn máa ṣe ṣùgbọ́n gbọ́n tó bá ti ro ibi sí ọmọ Yorùbá sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ibi máa bárò ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti ṣàìdá sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó dá mi lójú pé àwọn alálẹ̀ wọ́n á fi irú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á fi wẹ̀ ogun á fi ẹran ẹni náà á fi yí lẹ̀lẹ̀ ó dá mi lójú yẹn dáadáa. So everybody needs to behave themselves. This agitation is not about thuggery. It has to be orderly. But we will still not allow people to put us under any unnecessary bondage. We will not allow that. We will not stand for that. We will not agree to that. Therefore, and why she lockdown? Go she lockdown. Problem. Nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn. Kò mí pé nǹkan táwọn fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn. nǹkan táwọn fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn kò mí pé nǹkan táwọn fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn. gbogbo ẹni tó bá mọ eré ṣe kó máa ṣeré lọ, ẹni tó bá mọ ibi ṣe kó máa ṣe bí lọ. They brought the lockdown because of June 12th, but they will be surprised. Because that won't stop us. Because that's probably going to be the end of Nigeria. Oníkàkọ́ ajé orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀, Hausa ajé Hausa, Fúlàní ajé Fúlàní, Yorùbá ajé Yorùbá. Kọ́lọ́run kó gbà fún wa, kó má dojú àdúrà tiwa. I want to thank everybody. David Abolaji, I thank you. Chris Cross. Wọ́n náà park trailer kan sí àpapà wọn check ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe kíní kan máa kó wọlé. Wọ́n máa kó wọlé. Ìgbà tí Mósè ju ejò sílẹ̀, táwọn ọlọ́pàá ìdáná ju ejò sílẹ̀, kí ni ejò ṣe? Ejò Mósè ṣe. Ejò Mósè ó gbé ejò àwọn yòókù yẹn mi ni. Ẹ ǹlẹ́ mẹ́wọ̀n bá wa dárúkọ yín àti tẹ́tí gbé ẹ̀.
Ẹ káre sà, ó kọ́ ní Ọláléwájú láti ìlú UK.
Ẹ ṣé bàbá wa, ẹgbọ́n sókè sáà ti wà lórí ìkànnì.
Yes sir. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ sọ lọ yẹn ni pé tẹ́ lockdown or no lockdown ni pé wọ́n ìtẹ́pẹ́ iṣẹ́ rí ẹ̀kọ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ mo láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ní side Agége rẹ̀ ní from other part of side Ìwòrò Ṣòkí náà. Gba mo sọ pa Yorùbá nation fún wọn. Wọ́n ní kò síbi tó ti ń ṣe ní àdúgbò tàwọn pé àwọn ọmọ báwo ṣe máa join. That shows that tó bá ní wọn ọmọ báwo máa join inside ọ̀dọ̀ wọn. That shows pé ìmọ̀ ọ̀ pé ó yẹ pé à ń ṣe ní from zona to local government and from local government to state. There is no way to the day each area. That's my own point of view lórí ìyẹn. Pé tabali máa ṣe from zona ká máa gather àwọn supporter àjọ from zona area. Bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ṣe ní ìṣẹ̀pẹ́ ní politics wa máa ní from ward to what's it called? From one ward to another. They know from zona to ward, from ward to local government. Tabali ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, it would have been better. I gather more people, and then people will understand what is going on at the right time, and the level with everything work. Because our town be everybody mark with lágbájá kí n kọ tàmí education kan. But táwọn Yorùbá ti wà enlightened, for example, there are some questions tó bí ní gan pàápàá. Táwọn Muslim people bí mi pé ṣé pé wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ní tradition àti pé àwọn ènìyàn lè perform ẹ̀sìn wọn mo ní kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ní ọ̀sìn kan ẹni tó bá pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó dáa. That's the only way. That's the only thing I can say about that. But to enlighten more people, to get closer to more people, I think about it. People at the top can know the feedback without inside by your numbers in your ballot, inside by your numbers in your ballot, area ballot, area ballot, so man of rally, read numbers of people to my daddy, to my join our tombo from each area. Okay. That's number one. And then number two, nípa lockdown so I think that you can update the place from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. The lockdown yẹn wà fún. And I don't tó bá ké bẹ́ẹ̀ ló wà fún. I think that the rally takes place normal day. Normal day, the rally could take place more than 4 hours to 6 hours. And kò ní ìdílé kò máa ní effect lára wọn.
Okay.
So these are my age. But I think mo fẹ́ update lórí ọ̀rọ̀ kan.
Yes sir.
Mi kò tí ẹ kì í sọ lórí afẹ́fẹ́.
Ẹ sọ kí tí bá ṣe tán ẹ lè pè mí straight away.
Sir?
Tí bá pẹ́ ìfẹ́ sọ lórí afẹ́fẹ́ tí bá ṣe tán ẹ lè pè mí, tí bá ṣe tán ẹ lè pè mí straight away.
Mi ò ní personal number yìí sir.
Eléyìí nọ́mbà mi lélẹ̀ sá.
Personal number okay.
Yes.
Màá pè bí táwọn ti pè yín o.
Ẹ lè pè hopefully I will finish in about 10 minutes. As soon as the party play national anthems, ẹ pè mí straight away sir.
Okay, màá pè nítorí nǹkan intelligent report ní mi ìdẹ́fẹ́ kò dá kí n gbé sórí afẹ́fẹ́.
no problem at all sir ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ bàbá wa
okay sir
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́
ẹ ṣé gan sir yes sir
ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi gbogbo níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá wà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan dá bóbó yín àwọn máa ṣe rálì o a máa jáde wọ́n lè wá fẹ́ kàn ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì wọ́n lè wá fẹ́ kàn ṣe tajud wọ́n lè wá fẹ́ kàn lọ sí club wọ́n lè fi máa kó àwọn trailer wọn káàkiri kàn máa kó àwọn ẹranko wọn káàkiri lóru ní táìmì ẹ̀ kábàá máa rí wọn wọ́n waste time ara wọn ni àwọn àjọ̀nú tí wọ́n máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní táìmì ẹ̀ àwọn ìyá mi arúgbó aṣọ má balẹ̀ wọ́n máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní táìmì ẹ̀ láago 12 àti aago 4 yẹn àwọn ìyá mi máa ṣiṣẹ́ kò lè sí aláìyá ẹni tó lè dá wọn dúró. kò sí aláìyá ẹni tó lè dá wọn dúró síbẹ̀ ní tẹ́ bá rí lè fẹ́ dá dúró ẹ dá mọ̀. From tomorrow we're going to start arranging fund for this Olopoda. If you want to support, come back tomorrow, come back next tomorrow. By the grace of God, we will have been able to finalize all the things that we want to do on it. And we will be able to work it properly. You will not see them, but you will see their work. And to my vote in 2022, I try go. Àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ gan àgbà tó wá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ dáadáa tó máa vote lẹ́ni time lọ́dún gan wọ́n á try gan ẹ̀tọ́ máa lọ vote yẹn wọ́n á try gan nígbà tí wọ́n bá rí pàṣọ tó ná wọn tí wọ́n rẹ̀ ń tó ná wọn wọ́n á dà mọ́ bàbá mi tó jọ mí gangan tó gbé àfọ̀nsẹ̀ tó náà náà dé fìlà yẹn lórúkọ yẹn àti bíjẹ́ tí gbọ́ ẹgbẹ́ òsókè tó wà lórí kan náà sá.
ẹ̀dọ́ sà yàrá ló wá ṣe wọn láti wọlé ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì.
Olúwa ṣeun orúkọ tó dáa nìyẹn.
ṣe rí eléyìí tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn kan wọn ò tí ì gbọ́ wọn ò tí ì máa bá ṣe máa jọ́ ẹ̀ wọn ò tí ì máa gbá wọn ò tí ì máa wo ṣe rí gbogbo kínní àwọn fúnra wọn ló kàn fi falẹ̀ fúnra wọn. ìbá gbọ́ nípa ti bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà pé wọ́n mú bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà gbogbo Yorùbá pátápátá ló gbà tán tó wà ní oko. So tí Yorùbá dé ṣẹta ti ń pariwo more than 6 months ni wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ò gbọ́ àwọn òṣègbà kan tá a bá gbọ́ gbà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wọn wọ́n á mọ̀ tó mọ̀ kan tó ń sọ. ṣé gbogbo àwọn kìíní àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ kan tó àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ kan tó ń bọ̀ especially ní Nàìjíríà because of ẹlòmíì the little data tó bá ní ó prefer kó fi ṣe nǹkan mi ju pé kó fi mọ̀ kan tó ń lọ nípa Yorùbá nation lọ. So òye yẹn kò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ yé wọn bọ́ àwa tá ń wo gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ ní life àwa la mọ̀ pé kíní ó bọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti dé. So àwọn gbogbo àwọn tó ń dẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn ò ní join gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ fún wọn pé ká má lọ ibi tẹ̀ ní suggestion kan fún wọn gbogbo èmi ní àwọn Tinubu gbogbo àwọn olórí wa ṣá lápá tí mà pé wọn ò fẹ́ ká lọ wọn fẹ́ ká ṣe wọn Nàìjíríà okay sign agreement pẹ̀lú gbogbo àti àwọn pastors ní àwọn tó jọ̀gá pastors ní gbogbo wọn pátá sign agreement pé kò sí ìran tó máa ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá kankan sign agreement yẹn ẹ̀dẹ̀ mú passport yín sílẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ yín gbogbo passport àwọn ọmọ yín gbogbo rárá gbogbo kájọ wà nílùú yẹn ti 2023 wọn tó ń pariwo yẹn gbogbo wọn kan submit gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ní pé òkè o agreement àti àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re gbogbo wọn ẹ submit passport yín àti àwọn ọmọ yín ẹ sign agreement pé kò sí ẹnì kan tó máa jí gbé di 2023 tó bá ti lè ṣe yẹn òkè àwa àdúró bá wọn ṣe 2023 bọ́ táwọn bá ti lè ṣe yẹn tó fi wá sílẹ̀ ká máa ṣe nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lọ ebi nìyẹn sá.
ok ẹ ṣe gan mo dúpẹ́ sá Ọlọ́run adó tì yín ọ̀rọ̀ tó dá lẹ́sọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó dá gidigidi lẹ́sọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó dùn mọ́yàn nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó gbáyì ọ̀rọ̀ tó gbọ́gbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ tó gbáyì lẹ́sọ̀ ẹ ṣé gan ni mo dúpẹ́ mo rí ibìkan tí wọ́n ti ń kọ national anthem ní àárín ọjà everybody there stand still. Kagbega, anthem in the market. I want you to send me a similar thing. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà wọ́n tán àwọn jẹ ni ẹni tó bá rò pé àní ṣe nǹkan tó bá yẹ ká ṣe ẹni náà kàn dára ẹ̀ láàmú ni ẹni tó bá rò pé àní ní bó ṣe ká rìn ẹni náà ń dára ẹ̀ láàmú ni ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ dára ẹ̀ láàmú kó máa dára ẹ̀ láàmú lọ àwọn òní kó máa dára wọn láàmú ẹni tó bá dára wọn láàmú ibi tó wá dára wọn láàmú dé wọn á mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run wà. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá mi wà lórí ìkànnì ní alẹ́ yìí Ọlọ́run yóò dúró tì yín ojú òní tì yín ní agbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo àwọn tó bá kó ammunition wọlé bí wàrà mi kan ṣe sọ lórí bí wà pé it's a plus for us right ọmọ inú ọká ní ìṣekú pọká hello baba ẹnlẹ́mẹ̀wọ̀n àbí ìyá ẹnlẹ́mẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀kálẹ́ o hello sir.
Hello, ṣé ẹ jẹ́ sí Uncle Thomas ni?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà, mo wà lórí show ni o ṣe fẹ́ dá sí show ni sà.
Mo fẹ́ dá sí ni.
Ó yá mo gbọ́ tí ń sà ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá mi. Ẹ dúró ná Uncle Larry ẹ pé Terry ọmọ Aládé ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dín ní torí mi rí látàárọ̀.
Hello.
Terry ọmọ Aládé ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dín ní bàbá mi ẹgbọ́n sókè sà ẹ ti wà lórí ìkànnì.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ẹni tó pè wọlé sìn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ká àwọn Yorùbá pé kán àmì pé àwọn Tinubu àkó pé tó máa fẹ́ kí tó bá fẹ́ ká lọ pé kán kí wọ́n sọ kán promise wa kán sign agreement pé kí ló ti ń porúkọ pé kán submit passport wọn kán dẹ̀ fún wa ní assurance pé wọn ò ní sí kankan ò ní ṣe àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá.
ẹ wá sọ nílò.
pé kán sign agreement or whatever pẹ̀lú wọn kí níyẹn ò lè work láíláí because these people they have their connection they can always get another passport. kán dẹ̀ máa fi sákúrò ìlú if there's anything. so ẹ máa kéèyàn di Yorùbá nation ni there's no two ways about it. Yorùbá nation ni we are not settling for that at all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ṣé gan ni bàbá? Mo like idea here. Nothing more, nothing less. All we want is Yoruba nation. No going back.
Yoruba nation ni pẹ̀lú no going back. Irrespective of anything to bá wọn kẹ́ anybody so no going back. Torí gbogbo ìta tí ń gbọ́ náà tá n kà here and there. Wọ́n ní bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ yẹn ti ń lọ ńlá ẹsẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn international community pé àwọn máa get the bad governance. Bad.
Irọ́ náà ń pa sá. Irọ́ funfun bala ló ń pa nìyẹn. Irọ́ funfun bala ẹni tó gbé jáde irọ́ ló ń pa kò sí nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Exactly. So
nǹkan
Yorùbá
tẹ́ bá gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ mi bíbá yìí nǹkan tẹ́ bá gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ mi bíbá yìí mi ní fi kún mi dẹ̀ ní yọ kúrò òótọ́rọ̀ ní 100% fact. Gbàtí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ lockdown nísìnyí lockdown mo lé mi ò tí mọ̀ gbàtọ́ sọ fún pọ́ lórí channel mo ní ẹ jẹ́ lọ wò fúnra mi mo mọ̀ pọ́ lórí channel ẹ ti sọ fún pọ́ lórí channel ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ wò mo dẹ̀ lọ wò fúnra mi mo dẹ̀ rí pé nǹkan báyìí náà kọ síbẹ̀ nǹkan tó kọ síbẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sáriwo tá à ń pa a ní láti máa sòtọ́ òótọ́rọ̀ ló dáa jù nǹkan tá a bá ń ṣe láyé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sòtọ́ díẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká mú àgàbà gbẹgbẹ mọ́ kọ́tà ń ṣe.
èmi ni Abdulrasaq Jinadu tí mo ń send message sí ní sínsìn pé gbogbo lockdown tó ń pariwo tó ń sọ yẹn pé kí ni pé ó affect wa ni pé because àdìsá sí ní kí náà ti ń pè constitution yẹn òwò
gbọmọ. So yes technically and no technically ṣe yẹ yín nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ kí constitution owó wa ní nǹkan bílẹ̀ wa sá tí ó bá sí bílẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ constitution yẹn ó wà bàjẹ́ but torí pé nǹkan bílẹ̀ wa wà lára wa ó wà nílé wa ó wà lọ́nà wa ó wà lọ́wọ́ wa ìyẹn nìkan nítorí pé and it was a shame pé we throw all these things away it was a big shame ẹni tí ó bá mọ̀ ni ó mọ̀ ìgbà tí mi náà mọ̀ mi ò mọ̀ ni ó ṣé yín ọlọ́run àgbàdúrà yẹn ẹ ṣe gan bọ̀rọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ o ọ̀la ọ̀túnla ẹ make sure pé wà á bíbáyìí láti gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sáà.
Lágbára I'm always a regular listener of your program.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ sá.
mi ò kí ń ní ìṣẹ̀ rárá. mo ṣe bàbá ìṣẹ̀láṣẹ̀ lọ́tọ́ náà ni mo tún continue pẹ̀lú yín.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sá ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ sá ọlọ́run àdúró tì yín nílùú yín ẹ make sure pé àárín rally nílùú yín o ní on the 12th sá.
lágbára Ọlọ́run lágbára Ọlọ́run.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́.
all right
God bless you.
ẹ ṣé gan.
thanks sir.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. ṣé gan ni ẹ̀yin wa wọ́n máa gbé nọ́mbà tí ẹ lè pè fún t-shirt sí nísìn like I said mo ṣe sọ lálàkọ́kọ́ every t-shirt that if you want flag on your t-shirt please always specify it now that flag for the rally especially the one that are white or any color if you want flag please always specify it. And what we've done ni pé gbogbo t-shirt short sleeve wa we've knocked it down completely to £15 any color you want £15 if you buy 10 then we knock it down to £10 as a wholesales so that people can come together and join together and buy it together. It will make it easy for you. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dá àwọn alágbára tó ṣe Oòduà Nation now yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ lẹ́ bàbá ẹ lẹ́ mẹ́wọ̀n. Yes sir.
Alákìjà ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ láti Canada.
Wow bàbá gangan.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo ti ń gbọ́ ètò yẹn látàárọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ń dùn mọ́ mi nínú gbogbo ohun tí mò ń gbọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ yín látàdá ọ̀yàn tó ti ń pè tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ sà Oòduà Nation no going back.
We're not going back.
Ìmọ̀ràn ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ tán ní ìsìn kó tẹ́ ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ láti tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó ní káwọn Tinubu submit passport irọ́ o àgbàbẹ̀ àwọn amọ̀bí tá ń lọ o àwọn ará bí Yorùbá máa Jésù jẹun ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ máa gùn ni adẹ̀tí tá gbé dání yìí ó ti di dandan kò there is no going back bí bàbá mi kò ṣe ń sọ àlè padà kò sí ní padà mọ́ àfi tá a bá gba tá a fẹ́ gbàsà bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́nu yìí máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa rí lágbára lọ́wọ́ àṣẹ ìdúrà
kò sí nǹkan tó máa di wa lọ́nà and taba gbà it's not ìṣẹ̀ṣe nìkan ló máa rule níbẹ̀ everybody will practice whatever they like if you want to worship your dog you can do it níbi tá a ti wá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn òǹjàjẹ̀ sí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni Yorubas are the most liberal set of people in the whole world. Yorubas are the most liberal set of people. Àgọ́ àgbáyé dẹ̀ mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So tábà ti gbalẹ̀ wa nǹkan tó ń wọ̀n ẹ̀ ló máa ṣe ló máa sìn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ṣùgbọ́n tó bá fẹ́ ṣèjọba ó máa fi Ṣàngó búra o.
ó máa fògùn búra gbogbo ohun tó ta ní lọ́wọ́ nílẹ̀ wa ló máa fi búra.
ṣùgbọ́n oníṣọ̀ọ̀ṣì á lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì onímọ̀ṣáláṣí á lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì
àdẹ́nìkan lọ́wọ́
kò sẹ́ni bọ́dì
àdẹ́nìkan lọ́wọ́.
èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan right I will fight tooth and nail to make sure nobody disturb you from worshiping anything you want to worship. But tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ìjọba nílùú wa o wàá fi ìṣẹ̀ṣe wàá fi búra nítorí pé àfẹn tó máa kó wa jẹ mọ́ àfẹn tó máa tán aráàlú jẹ mọ́ àfẹn tó máa fi owó tó yẹ kó fi hospital kó fi ṣe nǹkan míì ẹ ṣé bàbá ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún ìgbà lọ Ọlọ́run àgbàdúrà
àgbà fún bàbá
thank you sir
Ọlọ́run àgbàdúrà wa Oòduà Nation now.
bye bye sir thank you. Alàgbà tó wà ní orí ìkànnì ẹgbóhùnsókè ẹ ti wà lórí ìkànnì orúkọ yẹn àti ibi tẹ́ ti ń gbé sà.
ok Abba tàbí Fadé ló ń pè láti California.
Bàbá mi ní California.
Yes sir.
Arnold nǹkan mẹ́sà.
Àlàáfíà ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè sà.
Yes sir. Ẹ wà lórí program.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà ẹ fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ privately ni àbí.
Àánú ètò yẹn náà mo fẹ́ dá sí.
Ó yá ẹ dá sí à ń gbọ́ yín.
Nǹkan tèmi fẹ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé àwọn tá a mọ̀ pé kò support dáadáa yẹn ṣé wọ́n lè dárúkọ wọn so that maybe they can step back and support the.
No. We don't have to put anybody on the spot. This thing has to come from inside your tummy. Ó láti ti ọkàn yín wá. We won't have Yoruba Nation as a dictatorship. No. People still have a right to do whatever they want to do. This is why I won't cause Tinubu. This is why I won't cause any Oba. Because they have their own rights. They have their own mind to make up. We can try and convince them and show them.
Because nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní sà àwọn Yorùbá máa ń pòwe kan wọ́n ní wọ́n á kọ́kọ́ lé ẹlẹ́yọ̀rọ̀ lọ́nà kan tó wá fẹ́ fàṣìkò sí adìyẹ.
Gbogbo nǹkan náà ni Yorùbá ní òwe sísà. Bàbá
èmi dẹ̀ ń wò pé kí ló mú kẹlẹ́yọ̀rọ̀ wá adìyẹ ló mú kẹlẹ́yọ̀rọ̀ wá wọ́n ti kúkú lé adìyẹ lọ́nà kẹlẹ́yọ̀rọ̀ má bàa wá because adìyẹ ló fa ẹlẹ́yọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wá lèmi ṣe ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé if they can be mentioned some people Okay. Physically, maybe ìyẹn á jẹ́ kí ìgbésẹ̀ táwọn bá fẹ́ gbé kí Yorùbá nation má bàa wá sí fulfilment á lè tètè weaken wọn. Because people will know that these people are the people that are working against Yoruba nation.
Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó tọ̀nà nítorí pé a gbọ́dọ̀ ní pé nǹkan tó bá wù mí ló gbọ́dọ̀ wù ẹ́. Ṣé yín sà èmi personally mo lòdì sí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ pé nǹkan tí n bá ṣe ni mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo èèyàn ṣe mo lòdì sí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ personally nǹkan tó bá tọ́ ló yẹ ká ṣe ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ àwọn kan máa wà tí wọ́n ò ní ṣe nǹkan tó tọ́. Ṣé yín ṣùgbọ́n if the majority carries the vote that is the most important thing.
Okay, sir.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá ẹ keep in touch o ṣe gbọ́ sà. Ẹ ṣé sà.
Okay, sir.
Thank you mo dúpẹ́ o mo dúpẹ́ o Ọlọ́run bá fún mi.
No problem.
Mo dúpẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá mi dá sí ètò lénìí níyìn ni màmá fi àdàgbà ètò ti àṣálẹ́ tì sí nítorí pé ọjọ́ ti re bí àná níbi tèmi wà. Ọkùnrin kan gbà tá a wà ní sùkú wọn ní lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ gbà tó ń ṣú wọ́n gbé àwọn àbírùn wá ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n fààyọ̀ lọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ wá bá wa gbé gbà tí ilẹ̀ ṣú. Ọlọ́run á di gbogbo wa mú Ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín mo kí gbogbo yín ní ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fi ìfẹ́ hàn lórí ètò ẹ̀ tí pọ̀ tó ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo bẹ̀ yín mo fi ìyọ́nà Ọlọ́run alààyè bẹ̀ yín ẹ bá mi fi ìfẹ́ hàn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Charles Adumori yín ẹ kásá yín lẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á gbàdúrà yín. Anuta continue wow Yoruba nation now no going back Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Olúṣọlá Adépọ̀jù correct. Susan Olúbùnmi Odùmádé thank you. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló tún kù nígbà tí ilẹ̀ ti lé wọ ilé ìjọba àpapọ̀ nígbà tí ó lè ti lè wọ ilé ìjọba àpapọ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó kù ó lè ti lè wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó lè wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa number tí mo gbé kúrò yẹn ni number WhatsApp me. If you want a t-shirt just send me a t-shirt I'll send you the information. If you want the £15 t-shirt just put £15 t-shirt and how many you want and I'll send you information. If you want the package just type t-shirt package. If you want the cap package just type cap package and we will send it to you wherever you are in the world apart from Oduduwa Nation, which we are trying to do free t-shirt for them in Nigeria. If you want to support our free t-shirt in Nigeria program, please just say Yoruba land t-shirt or do a t-shirt and we will do it. I'm still looking for about 100 people to like the program. Please try and like the program for me, please, if you can. Yes, Isheshe is not Baba mi gangan. Yes, Father mi gangan. Mr. Akiola, mo rí yín bàjẹ́. Filayin ti wà lọ́nà ó yẹ kán ti send the email or text yín pé your cap is on its way to you. Ó yẹ kán ti send message yín and definitely my number is +44 734 1234 560 and that's on WhatsApp only, sir. That's on WhatsApp only. Please, how can we in UAE get to connect with Oduduwa? Very easy. There are people there. Oduduwa is happening there. If you call that number and just type UAE, I want to link up, I will link you up with the people there doing it. Well, we're doing it together, Uncle. Okay, no problem, Uncle. Uncle Femi, thank you. Yes, he's been watching too much Nollywood. And this Nollywood bastard has been bastardizing our team. They're full idiots. I will send it to you, ma'am. I will send it to you right away. I will send you the link right away. It's surprisingly, even if you type it on Google, armed robbery, in ASO ROCK. What do you think about the t-shirt I'm wearing today? What do you think? What's your opinion of it? If it's good, let me know. If it's bad, let me know so that I can go and throw it in the bin. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. Tomorrow, Baba Iweje will be coming, I think about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I'll be coming at about 11 o'clock as well with Baba Jalè again. On Wednesday, the Lost Kingdom will be coming about 7 o'clock. On Wednesday, I will come late. On Thursday, Tony Nwesi will be coming at about 7 o'clock. And on Friday, we missed Dr. Bosiola Tubosun last week because we went out something to do some few things outside and we didn't come back on time. Okay, my brother, are you at work or you at home? Is your item on his way to you? Let me just see. Brother Amitogere Jigege, Brother Alamu, I think your team might be on his way to you. I'm not 100% sure. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's on his way to you yet. I don't think he's on his way to you yet. So it should be on his way to you tomorrow. So you will have it on Wednesday. I believe we're going to send it out tomorrow and we should have it by Wednesday. No, it's not on its way to you yet. Yeah, but you should have it by Wednesday. By the grace of God. Everybody that's waiting for one thing or the other, they should have it by Wednesday. In the UK, nearly everybody waiting abroad should have their stuff coming to them out tomorrow abroad, apart from some few ones. We'll probably have about 4 boxes to ship abroad tomorrow. So we should get that one sorted out tomorrow. Guys, I love you all and I really appreciate you. And I want to hear from you. There's a couple of people that want to call me straight away. The national anthem is coming now. So you can put your hand on the dial button and dial me now. And I'll see you later. God bless you all. Good night.
Ẹ̀yin wa ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ jùmọ̀ kọ orin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwa ni Ògo Adúláwọ̀.